Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, let's dive right into this. We are standing on the absolute edge of the 2026 robotics tipping point. We've talked for years about artificial intelligence just kind of living inside our computers and phones, but right now, physical AI and robotics are exploding into our reality in ways that feel like they were ripped straight out of a sci-fi movie. We are moving incredibly fast, so let's get right into the hardware that is literally changing the world. So, $650,000. What exactly does that chunk of change buy you in the current tech landscape? A luxury home? Maybe a high-end supercar? Well, as of May 2026, it buys you something a lot more extreme, and frankly, a lot more intimidating. It buys you a, quote, giant, transforming, wall-smashing mecha robot. No joke. That is the actual official description of the newly announced Unitree GD01. We are literally at a point in history where the absolute most extreme sci-fi concepts have suddenly become a purchasable reality. If you have the funds, you can buy your own transforming mecha right now. Section 1. From affordable to giant. Let's take a look at the robotics spectrum. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that the GD01 isn't just some crazy expensive novelty. It actually represents a massive paradigm shift. To truly wrap our heads around the significance of this mecha, we have to look at the extreme diversity of the current market. Just look at this insane juxtaposition from the exact same company. On one hand, you've got the colossal $650,000 GD01 wall smasher. But on the other hand, the Unitree G1. It stands just 1.32 meters tall, costs only $16,000, and is super accessible for research and development. It features advanced sensors for 360-degree environmental awareness, and its 23 degrees of freedom let it perform dynamic acrobatics like actual side flips. It brilliantly illustrates how companies are scaling physical AI for every possible extreme, from the literal battlefield all the way to the laboratory. Let's zoom out even further, though, to consumer bots meant for our living rooms. This brings us to the 1X Neo Gamma. Expected to be priced between $20,000 and $30,000, this robot is designed specifically to help out with daily tasks at home. But instead of cold, hard metal, it features a soft 3D printed nylon knit suit. It walks with a totally human-like gait and interacts using natural, contextual body language driven by advanced neural networks. The whole idea is for it to be safe, quiet, and seamlessly blend right into your domestic life. Moving on to Section 2. The humanoid workforce arrives. Robots are officially clocking in. So we have consumer bots on the horizon, but shifting our focus from the living room to the industrial sector, robots are officially putting in the hours. And the numbers are staggering. 43,000. That is the exact number of packages a single-figure robotics unit sorted during an incredible, tireless live stream. It actually started as an 8-hour demonstration, but the robot just kept going. It worked 24/7 for over 34 hours straight, flawlessly grabbing and flipping packages onto a conveyor belt without taking a single break. And that is just one example. The sheer variety of tasks these machines are mastering right now will absolutely blow your mind. Aside from Figure's 24/7 package sorting, you have Tesla's Optimus already doing basic factory tasks, and yeah, even folding laundry. But look at these other two on the side. Sony's Project Ace is an autonomous table tennis robot utilizing this crazy 9,000 RPM spin tracking perception system. It allows it to act with enough speed to actually defeat professional human experts under official international rules. No way, right? And then there is China's T800 humanoid. We've seen fight videos where this robot takes a massive punch, literally loses its head, and just keeps on swinging. It's a perfect, if slightly terrifying example of what engineers call graceful degradation. Let's move to Section 3, robots pushing physical limits. Let's see how this all builds up. The breathless speed of advancements happening right now is unlike anything we've ever witnessed in tech. Just look at this timeline from the spring 2026 robotics explosion. In April, we had over 100 humanoid robots competing in a half marathon in Beijing. Early May brought a brand new, highly agile demonstration from the Boston Dynamics Atlas robot. Just days later, Unitree dropped the absolute bombshell announcement of the GD01 giant Mecha. And by June, we saw record-breaking billion-dollar investments pouring into the sector to scale all of this up. The unprecedented density of breakthroughs occurring right now is truly staggering. I actually want to dive into that specific April event for a moment, because it is fascinating. More than 100 Chinese-made humanoid robots raced alongside 12,000 human runners. The winning robot, developed by smartphone maker Honor and aptly named Lightning, finished in 50 minutes and 26 seconds. To put that into perspective, That is nearly 7 minutes faster than the human world record. Now, a bit of a funny detail here. Despite its incredible athleticism, Lightning did crash into a railing right near the finish line and had to be helped back up. But hey, the sheer speed and stamina are completely undeniable. Which brings us to Section 4, Big Money in Embodied AI, Scaling Up Physical AI. So, the crucial point is, building the artificial brains capable of powering all of this new physical brawn requires astronomical funding, $1.4 billion. In June 2026, the German startup Robotics closed a Series C funding round of up to $1.4 billion. This is the largest investment into a full-stack robotics company to date, and it's being backed by massive tech titans like NVIDIA, Amazon, and Qualcomm. This capital is specifically earmarked to fund humanoid robot production and next-generation physical AI systems at a truly massive scale. And this brilliantly illustrates the broader macroeconomic explosion happening in this space. Just look at this recent headline. 2 embodied AI unicorns clash over a 20 billion yuan valuation. We are literally watching a fierce, high-stakes battle for dominance in a brand new gold rush. The capital being deployed here proves that the biggest players on Earth believe physical AI is absolutely the next major technological frontier. Which leaves us with this massive, looming question. Is society really ready for the leap from sci-fi to our actual driveways, factories, and living rooms? Think about it. We've gone from the conceptual $650,000 giant wall-smashing Mecha to tireless 24/7 package sorters, ping-pong champions, and soft-suited home assistants, all seemingly in the blink of an eye. The 2026 robotics tipping point is officially here, and it is moving way faster than anyone predicted. I highly encourage you to reflect on this information and research these machines further, because the physical world is changing right before our eyes. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.